Good evening mga ka-friendship. So, for today's video, I will make a reaction video on the controversy that happened sa Miss Southern Leyte 2024. Yes, I could say that there is a controversy going on kay daghan ka mga posts, mga reactions, mga comments, mga hanash, mga drama nga mulabay sa Facebook wall regarding sa results sa Miss Southern Leyte 2024. So, karon atong balikan. So, kasi mo ba, uy, kisa mo po ka namuhatan ko, di ba? You're not one of the judges. So, yes, I'm not one of the judges, but let me just give you my take on the results of the Miss Southern Leyte 2024. Nagat lang po ko og himo ani nga reaction video because I did my first interview with our official candidate for Miss Southern Leyte 2024, our Miss St. Bernard. And yes, and she didn't make it to the top 9, but we are very happy, personally, happy jud ko sa iyang performance that night. Kaya that was her first time. I could still consider her as a neophyte in the pageant industry. And okay ra jud kaadyo ang performance nga iyang ipakita kay dili jud lalim nga mo represent ka sa imong municipality in front of a lot of people, thousands of people. So, kudos to her. For us, she's still our queen. Period. Okay. So, alita sa kontrobersiya, arang kagubot kay naay naka-audion sa resulta, naapoy wa naka-audion sa resulta, kinsa man gadyoy mas angayan sa crown. Kada may mas angayan si Kuan, mas angayan si Kuan. So, ang daghana no, kinsa jud ni mas angayan sa crown. So, let me just give you my unsolicited opinion regarding the result. Okay. Sa ato sa balikan, ang pagpili sa Miss Southern Leyte 2024 nagamit og criteria nga 50-50. 50% for beauty, 50% pod sa intelligence or sa wit sa candidates. So, beauty is 50%. Karon, kana silang lima nga nasud, no question na gadto na sa beauty. Kung maingon ta og beauty, the 18 of them are beautiful. The 18 of them are beautiful. Lain-lain ra ang ilang kagwapa depende na sa tan-aw. Yes, because beauty is subjective. Ang gwapa na ho, posible dili gwapa nimo. Ang gwapa nimo posible dili pud may gwapa na ho. So, bot pasabot kaning nasud sa top 5, mao na ni si Ja ang gwapa para sa atong mga judges. Ang gwapa sa pananaw sa atong mga judges. Kay kung maingon pud kagwapa, as what I said, subjective man si Ja. Kanay uban mag-focus sa facial features jud. Sa ilong, kanindot sa ilong, sa kanindot sa kilay, kanindot sa mata, kanindot sa bagba, and how these parts go well together. Naapoy uban nga mag-focus sa complexion, mag-focus sa kahamis, sa panit. Nasa ibang judges nga will look into the totality, like ang proportion sa lawas o sa iyang itsura. So, bot pasabot, kining lima nga nasod diri mauna ni si Ja ang ning pasok sa panlasa sa mga judges. So, sa beauty, kani silang lima ang top 5 para sa atong panel of judges. So, wag matakaymang no, kinsay para nila pilay kasi kagwapa, kasi kaduha, ikatuloy, ikapat, ikalima. But one thing is for sure, dili jud maglagyo ang ilang beauty. Kay lain-lain man tagpananaw sa beauty. So, posible pod nga wa gadyo nila gitagaan kaadyo og kanang kaladyoon sa importance sa beauty. Ay kaladyoon ba sa diferensya sa kagwapa sa usag-usa. Kay posible, labi na kay gabi, labi na kay na lights, labi na kay na makeup. Posible nga ang ilang tan-aw dapit-dapit ra ang ilang beauty. Different from people also who are watching at home, watching from their phone. Kay posible ato pong pananaw, have you noticed it? Nga naay nang gawas ng mga pictures, naay nang gawas ng mga videos, nga pagtanaw nato sa live, dili man na mao, murag wa tagi gwapahan pag-adyo, pero pagtanaw nato sa pictures, okay ra man di ay. So, posible pod nga lahi pod ang pananaw sa judges who are really there. Duol gud sa stage. Makaklaro jud sa ilang dagway, makaklaro jud sa ilang panit, makaklaro jud sa ilang proportion sa ilang lawas, makaklaro jud sa ilang complexion. Okay? So, ari na ta sa Q&A, the final Q&A. So, let us listen to the final Q&A and their answers.
In your opinion, what has been the most significant development in Southern Leyte in recent years, and how has it impacted the lives of its residents?
I believe one of the most significant developments in Southern Leyte has been its fostering its self-sufficiency. I believe that we have provided better jobs and opportunities for our people. Our people before have moved out of the province to look for jobs and opportunities, but now we have better opportunities and jobs for them here. And I believe that in doing so, we have fostered a better and more self-sufficient Southern Leyte. Thank you.
Daghang salamat, candidate number 18.
Thank you. I think the biggest development of Southern Leyte is the ecotourism and how we preserve our tourism. It is because Southern Leyte is rich in tourism, and I think preserving it is the best way in promoting our tourism. And I know that we can do more for the next years to come. And as an individual who wants to create change that will last a lifetime, I know that I can still influence more youth, encourage more kids to do the same. Thank you.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for candidate number 10.
The tourism itself I believe that the tourism of Southern Leyte right now have been adopted with the advantage of technology. Because of those immersive videos, capturing visuals and engaging stories, we can definitely transport the world to the heart of Southern Leyte itself. I believe that it's just not the Southern Leyte that makes Southern Leyte, but its rich culture and us, the beautiful people.
Let's give it up for candidate number 6.
So Southern Leyte is a beautiful place, and that significant development or the development of the tourist spots in Southern Leyte. And many tourists are visiting Southern Leyte because if we will be able to promote Southern Leyte, we will be able to make Southern Leyte well known, not just on a national scale, but also internationally. Thank you.
Thank you, candidate number 1. Let's
The most significant development here in Southern Leyte is being resilient. Southern Leyte is prone to typhoons, and we've been through a lot of difficulties and up-downs, but we remain stand and recover from that, and through that we empower others to do so. As a local of Southern Leyte, being resilient is the most important thing for us to have a better Southern Leyte. Thank you.
round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for candidate number 4.
I can really say that the girls did a great job during the Q&A because standing in front of thousands of people is not really easy. Especially, giving an abrupt answer to a question that was not given to you is not easy. In fact, sa classroom na nahihirapan na tayong sagutin ang isang tanong kahit na kukunti lang ang nakikinig sa atin. How much more if you are in the stage, you are facing not just the judges but a lot of people from Southern Leyte. So, at yung iba are not from Southern Leyte. So, maraming pressures. There are a lot of pressures going on, like the pressure of bringing home the crown, the pressure that your families are there, the pressure that a lot of people are expecting too much from you, the pressure that you can answer, that people are expecting you to answer the question as quick or fast as possible with equality, with quality. So, kudos to the girls because they were able to answer the question, the one common question. So, the girls who reached the top 5 are Miss Liluan, Miss Tomas Opos, Miss Inundayan, Miss Anahawan, and Miss Balitbog. And these 5 girls did well, okay? Lahat sila ay magaling. So, ngayon, let us go back to the question. The question goes, in your opinion, what has been the most significant development in Southern Leyte in the recent years, and how does it impacted the lives of its residents? So, there are 2 questions that are being asked. Yung una, ano yung final, ano yung significant na development? Yung pangalawa, how does the significant development impacted the lives of the residents? So, dalawa yung hinihingi from the candidates. Perhaps maybe because the crowd was getting wild, and siguro ang pressure din, some of the girls were not able to give answers to the 2 things na hinihingi ng tanong. So sa 5, 3 doon ang nagsabi about ecotourism, tourism, yung isa sumagot about resiliency, at yung isa naman ay about fostering on self-sufficiency. So sa 5, I could say that there is this one candidate who was able to answer the 2 questions. Yung una, the significant development, at yung pangalawa, how it impacted the lives of the people. So ito lang yung take ko dito. Kung ipapasok natin dito ang mathematics, parang kung 5 points, ang highest points for every question, the 4 candidates will have, or the 4 candidates can only get a maximum of, pag na-perfect niya ang sagot sa isang katanungan, the maximum points na makukuha niya is just 5/10. Kasi isa lang yung nasagot niya. Yung isa namang candidate, 2 yung nasagot niya, let us say, hindi perfect. Pero for sure, dahil nasagot niya ang 2 tanong, and for sure, meron namang quality yung sagot niya, hindi talaga to below 5, or hindi 5 lang. It is really more than 5 or higher than 5, if not perfect. Di ba? So, para sa akin, that girl has already the advantage. Okay? Because for me, her answer, to be specific, that answer of Tomas Opos, Miss Tomas Opos, is in line with the theme of the celebration, the 64th founding anniversary of Southern Leyte. So, pasok siya about self-sufficiency. And what I like about her answer is, kasi napapaisip ako, marami ring nagtatanong na, meron ba talagang changes? Meron ba talagang changes? Para namang wala? Para namang walang significant developments? Ano ba yung significant developments na sinasabi niya na self-sufficiency? Parang wala namang nangyayaring ganyan. About job opportunities or more jobs and more opportunities, parang wala naman. Siguro, to some people, especially if belong tayo sa isang sector na hindi naka-experience ng mga programa galing sa ating gobyerno, posibly we can say that we don't see it, we don't feel it. But if we try to observe our surroundings, if we try to observe the people that we live with in our community, we can really say na meron. Dito pa lang sa aming lugar, merong mga livelihood programs, maraming livelihood programs. Kaliwa kanan ang livelihood programs dito. Mayroong into gardening, may mga group of mga nanay at tatay na nag-garden, meron ding group ng mga babae na nagpipegere, nagpo-poultry. So, marami akong nakikita dito sa aming lugar na into livelihood programs from our government. And this is towards self-sufficiency. They are provided with capital. They are trained on how to run, di ba? To run a business so that later on, they can stand on their own. Siyempre, sa iba na hindi naka-experience nito, pwede natin sabihin, wala naman. But for others, and if you try to observe, and if you try to listen to the people around you, you can really say that there is. Naana po tayo Jollibee, di ba? Jollibee, naana sa mga malls. And this means job opportunities. So instead that our people will be going to other cities to work sa mall or sa mga fast food, they don't need to do that because they can already work here in Southern Leyte. Construction of road construction. Siguro sa iba, hindi naman tayo construction worker. Pag may nakikita tayong mga ongoing construction, road construction, parang wala lang yan sa atin. Pero para sa ibang mga tatay, that is already a job opportunity. Hindi na nila kailangang pumunta pa sa ibang lugar para magtrabaho sa construction. So these are just few of the initiatives of our government of Southern Leyte for self-sufficiency. And I guess the winner of Miss Southern Leyte answered it correctly for me, para sa akin. Naibigay niya yung tamang sagot sa tanong. And actually, all the girls did well. Parang ano lang. So, kung ganyan ang resulta, di ba, baka sabihin niyo naman, 50-50 man po. 50-50 man siya. So, asa naman di ang beauty? Asa naman di ay? 50-50 man. So, kahit na hindi ko nakikita yung score sheets, I'm a math teacher. So, ang take ko dyan, sa beauty, which is 50%, hindi nagkakalayo yung mga scores na ibinibigay ng mga judges sa beauty ng bawat kandidata. Hindi nagkakalayo ang mga scores nila. At medyo, dumidiferensya ang scores nila dito sa Q&A. Kasi 50-50 sila. Hindi na ito pwede sabihin na, binibigyan pala yung focus ang Q&A. Nasaan na yung beauty? 50-50 yan. So, ang take ko dyan, it could be that the scores given in the 50% for beauty are just close to each other, while in the intelligence or wit, merong diferensya yung mga scores na ibinibigay ng mga judges sa mga kandidata. Yan lang. But it doesn't mean that the girls didn't perform well. All the girls performed well because it's not easy to answer a question as quick and as fast with quality in front of a lot of people under pressure. Okay? So there are a lot of pressures going on in the mind of the girls and it's not easy to answer a question. So, ang sa akin lang ay, let's just be happy with the result. Because after all the girls are from Southern Leyte. All the girls are representing Southern Leyte. So yes, each girl is representing her municipality, but at the end of the day, all these girls belong to one province, and that is Southern Leyte. So let us just be happy for whatever the result is. And if ever there will be people who will be expressing their opinions and their thoughts, if they are not that happy with the result, let us just also be respectful of their opinions because everyone is entitled to our own opinion. That is our opinion. Same thing that this is my opinion. So I hope that you will not crucify me just because I gave my opinion on this. Kaya we are entitled to our own opinions. So let us just be happy with the result. Let us congratulate all the girls. But what I like about this, with the controversy that happened, is that this is an indication that the people of Southern Leyte are becoming more engaged, more involved into pageantry dahil nakikisali na, nagbibigay na ng opinion sa kung anong nangyari sa Miss Southern Leyte. And that is also an indication of quality, meaning the quality of staging Miss Southern Leyte is sustained, if not na-increase pa niya. People now are so engrossed with it that they are trying to give their opinion. So there are a lot of takeaways in what happened. Unang-una, the girls are getting more competitive. So with the audience, so with the people. And that's reality. And we are now, and the social media platforms are all active at this time. So we cannot really control if people will give their reaction and their opinion on this matter. So all we have to do is just to respect others' opinion and reactions. Okay? Another thing, that the makeup is really very important. Because I have read comments talking about the makeup or the looks of the girls. But I'd like also to clarify that, of course, the girls talked with their handler. So meron silang mga pinipitch na drama, I think. They're trying to create a story out of their walks, out of their attires, their gowns, their look. So for sure, merong istorya yan. Bakit ganyan ang look ng isang girl? And it is very inappropriate to say that a girl is not beautiful. Because all of them are really beautiful. This is about woman empowerment. And let us avoid bullying these girls, especially that we don't see these girls in persons. We don't know these girls in persons. And it's not easy to be criticized because of how we looked when this look first and foremost was agreed between the candidate and the handler. The makeup artists know better, di ba? Mas alam nila kung ano yung ginagawa nila. Mas alam nila kung ano yung nababagay sa kasuotan ng kanilang kandidata. For me, all of the girls are beautiful. Of course, again, uulitin ko, the beauty is subjective. Ang maganda sa akin, posibleng hindi maganda para sa iyo. Ang maganda para sa iyo, posibleng hindi maganda para sa akin. Kaya respetuhin natin ang pananaw ng iba. Okay? Let us not generalize. Next, realization. Hindi na talaga basta-basta ang organization. Ang Miss Southern Leyte organizers, hindi basta-basta. The staging of the Miss Southern Leyte 2024 was superb. From the hosts, Kodos Onicoloco, and of course, Pauline Amelinks, they did great. Hindi talaga pahuhuli. The performances were also great. The pacing, napakagaling. From one segment to another, walang dead air, and the hosts were able to communicate well. Parang ang dali lang, parang nagkakaintindihan sila agad. That is why talagang nagtataka ako dahil I'm also into hosting. If these hosts came a day before or came earlier para ma-brief, because it takes a lot of briefing, especially if the flow is like this. It takes a lot of time to brief the hosts to make the show perfect. And if the host didn't have ample time to do it, well, I can really say these are an A1 level hosts. Okay, so congratulations to the host, to the organizer, congratulations. The people behind the production team, congratulations. The stage was perfect, grabe. Di basta-basta ang stage, the lighting, the music, di basta-basta. And then of course, to the MLGU, congratulations, most especially to the mayors for the support that they have given to the candidates, to the handlers, of course, to the parents of the candidates, and of course, the candidates. Ang candidates talaga, ang bida dito. That is why, let us be grateful to all the girls. Let us refrain from bashing any of the girls because they just did their part. Nagpunta lang sila doon, bringing a lot of pressures on your shoulder to win the crown. So let us congratulate all the girls. They are deserving because they did well. For sure, they went through a lot of struggles. They went through a lot of pains in the rehearsals, in the Q&A rehearsals, in their rehearsals about their walks. Marami silang pinagdaanan just to be on that stage and just to go through the whole process, just to win. So let us be grateful to all the girls because their journey was not easy. Okay? So thank you very much for watching. God bless.